Hey Pisces, welcome to your end of November love tarot reading. My name is Amanda Pearl and I am an energy healer, tarot reader, and civilization changer. And I am going to talk about your love life in the last part of November in this reading. This reading would be, I can't get this here to go down, so you guys are going to have to deal with it. This reading is good for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Pisces, Venus, since Venus rules love, and this is a love reading. If you'd like to know more about your personal horoscope for the rest of your personal tarot scope for the rest of November or for next year or any question you have, this is the last month that I'm booking single session readings and single session hypnosis. So book a session with me in my description link and get clear before 2020. This is the time. So Pisces, I am coming to you on November 20th, the last day of Mercury retrograde, and wasn't it something? I mean, wasn't it something? It was something, and it was also everything. It was like as if we've been learning so many lessons all of 2019. Like the last few years, things have been falling apart a little bit. And then this year, things kind of fell together again, or like came back together again. But it was like a year of so many changes that, I mean, it sort of felt like things fell apart. You know what I mean? Because changes, even if they're good, like say you changed careers totally or changed businesses or moved or something like that this year. Those are all good things usually, but they're not super easy on your soul, on your physical body. So, and our ego resists them. So things have been tough stuff lately. But Mercury retrograde is over. I'm in my Saturn return. Your Saturn return is this more testing, trying period of time at the end of your 20s or the beginning of your 30s, where Saturn is where it was when you were born again, and it happens every 28 years. And I don't know why, I just think everyone's going through it right now, and they're definitely not. But I was about to be like, and Saturn return's almost over. But that's just me. So, let's get into your love reading, Pisces. Your reading really starts when I start pulling the cards, because I get into meditation, I get grounded, I call on my angels, I call on your angels, and then we pull the cards and we get going. When I was pulling the cards, it was really a big message of things have felt really unclear lately. I'm getting not just in your love life, in all areas of your life. Things have felt like a little bit up in the air. Like, here's what I'm really getting. Like, for a while, July, August, September, even like a little bit of October, things felt like you know where you were going next. You know where you were moving. You know what career you were doing. And then at the end of October, probably around when Mercury retrograde started, at the end of October until now, it's sort of like you felt so like high vibe and so aligned with your goals, and it's almost like you're like giving up, if that makes sense. Like, well, you're not going to give up, but it feels like you want to. Let's be clear. It feels sort of like you want to give up. You know what I mean? You just haven't really felt like your old self. And that's because your guides are saying that you're not really that self anymore. You're this new Pisces that has these big goals, that has these different goals in the beginning of 2019. And there's just no going back. This one mentor that I really like, her name is Katrina Ruth. She just posted the other day that trying to do something that you used to do, even if it used to work before, when you're this new person, is like trying to glue on dead skin cells. That's what it is. It's like, you can't blame yourself, so don't give yourself a hard time. It's like literally your mind just like going through the loops that it's been going through for decades, maybe centuries. I mean, I like to say centuries because I like to think I'm a vampire. But your brain is going through these loops right now, and it's just not serving you. So let's get into the cards. The card that I pulled, the very first card, was the Three of Swords, the Three of Air. Now, if this isn't you right now, Pisces, I really don't know what is. You guys are in... I like when the guides say stuff like this because it's so, like, blunt. You guys are in despair. Like, that's what the guys are saying. And this is not really something that you're sharing with the world. This is not something that, like, you're not, like... I mean, you have moments throughout your days, but you're not, like, stuck at home crying. You're, like, doing your regular life, but just feeling this feeling inside of you, like, can I keep doing this? Can I keep going in this way? And the answer just feels like no. But Pisces, I want you to remember, like, those moments in the day that you feel like you are the best person for these big goals. The moments in the day where you feel like there's no one better for these goals than me. You know what I mean? Because a part of you, one, desires the goal. So because a part of you desires the goal, like, it's destined. Because we don't desire everything. Literally, I'm not joking. Not everybody desires to be a millionaire. People will make a million reasons why they don't need it. So don't worry. Not everybody even desires to have a lot of money. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a goal you think everyone would have. So not everybody has the same goals as you. And there's something inside of you that knows you're capable because you are. So the last part of 2019 is really about, like, getting in touch with the part of you that looks at your success as if it's not an option, that looks at your success as if it's inevitable. And I feel like the ways that you've been wanting to look at your success as inevitable are not exactly going about it in a way that would be empowering for your mind. For example, you're looking at it like, when is this time going to end that I'm struggling? When can I just do what I want? When can I be the person, like, that I just want to be and live the lifestyle I want? The questions that you're asking yourself lately are terrible, Pisces. You know it. I mean, you know it because you're not happy lately. So it's like, the Three of Air is where you are now. The Three of Swords is where you are now. And then I pulled the Ace of Wands for the other tarot card. The Ace of Wands is really the card of... It's really, really interesting, these cards, because the Ace of Wands is almost like a job well done card, which is telling me that, like, even though it's November 20th today, this year is, like, far from over for you, Pisces. You will accomplish something major in the next month and a half. Like, I mean, you've been working on it. It's not like, don't be nervous about this. Like, you've been working towards this energetically, spiritually, physically, like, something is really coming into fruition that you've been wanting. This is the Ace of Wands, which is the Ace of Fire in this deck, is like the card of... I like to imagine it like I don't know why I have these, like, violent analogies, but it's like an old-timey, like, medieval battle. And, like, the army that won is, like, standing on top of the hill looking at the destruction. That's the analogy that comes to my head, but it's victory. So do you see what I mean? Like, the destruction of this year is, like, leading you to victory. It just doesn't feel like that today, maybe November 20th, but the hope is, like, slowly regaining. Your hope tank is, like, it's always regaining, but there's just been so many hits to it this year. You know what I mean? I mean, you know what I mean. So there's been this desire to either change careers or change businesses or change partners or move. And in this last part of the year, you're going to be making concrete steps towards that. And that feels really good. Now, Pisces, in your love life, and I feel like this is another reason that you're just not feeling 100 right now. In your love life, I feel like, but I do feel like this is affected. I'm not saying, like, your love life's trash because of other stuff. No. I'm saying I feel like your love life is affected by the level of sadness and just, like, hopelessness that you have right now. Because what I feel like you're struggling with in your love life right now is learning to trust your partner or learning to trust the process if you're single. So let's start with if you're single, because learning to trust your partner is more straightforward. If you're single and you're like real sick of it, you're real sick of dating, you're real sick of like putting your energy out there for nada, or putting your energy out there and just like talking to a million freaks, the level of trust that you have in that process is like something that's causing you a lot of stress right now because you're feeling hopeless. You know what I mean? Like, the universe is calling you to have faith that love is coming ASAP. And I like to say love's already here. Romantic love is already here. So what would the you do who already met the guy or already met the girl? How would you be feeling now? You'd be going about your day like, ha ha ha, I am the shit because I'm in love. You know you would. So how can you infuse that into your day more? And also your guides, honestly, I hate this message for me, but like it's more true than ever for you. And I feel like you can even resonate with it. Your guides want you to know it's like okay to take a step back from the dating apps, because sometimes we can feel like if we're not on the dating apps, we're like not trying. And if we're not trying, like how could it happen? But being in love is not really about trying and pushing. It's more about just being. So take a step back if you need. For people in a relationship, this trust card, it also reflects back to your level of trust in the universe. Your level of trust in the universe in the past few weeks is like at a low for this year because you feel like a lot of feelings about the things that you did and didn't accomplish this year, a lot of stress and fear about what you want to accomplish in the next year and whether you can do it, and just like a lot of things about timing. Like I'm getting a lot of messages about people being like, I'm not successful enough for how old I am. I didn't create the income I wanted this year. My business didn't do the revenue that I wanted this year. But timing means nothing to the universe. You're on the edge of everything you want, and it's right there. And your guides just want you to know, like, don't give up right now. Like, things are getting good right now. Not soon, not ASAP, not in a few months. Things are getting good right now, and you can feel that inkling. So hold on and trust. So Pisces, I will be back for the holiday December readings and then a 2020 reading for your sign as well. Book a reading with me if you'd like to dig deeper into your love life or anything. Book a hypnosis session with me if you'd like to release any fears or phobias. And I love you. I'll be back soon.